привет! С вами снова я, Артем. Продолжаем проходить Mass Effect 2. И у нас часть номер 3, в которой мы сейчас оббежим нашу новую Нормандию, все поговорим с нашим пока что имеющимся экипажем. Он у нас такой довольно скудный. Секретарь Чамберс. Так с нее и начнем.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe
Да
we'll talk
уж,
later.
такой вот Mass Effect. В общем, ты только начинаешь разговор с девушкой, там через 5 минут вы уже встречаетесь, видите ли. В общем-то, да, это прохождение вообще будет довольно неспешным. То есть мы все у всех будем узнавать, так что вы к этому тоже очень привыкайте. В общем, по количеству контента, как бы разговаривательного, скорее всего, да, такое слово правильнее всего будет. Тут сказать, второй Mass Effect, он, наверное, больше, чем первый раза в 2. То есть, поэтому трындежа тут довольно много будет. И мы, соответственно, все это будем с вами узнавать, как вы понимаете.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you are such a downer. Commander.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
Это Джекер, да. Конечно, ты скучал-то.
I'm no fan either, but we're stuck with it.
Until I find a soldering gun. There's gotta be some wires I can cross to make it hurt.
No sabotage. Understood?
Yeah, don't break the boss's toys.
Игрушки босса не ломать.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the elusive man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The elusive man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Так, ну конечно, вот эта вторая Нормандия, она как-то визуально покруче выглядит, чем первая наша. Так, Сузи у нас еще и здесь.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Все верно.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Так, давайте сейчас на пушки наши посмотрим. Две настройки. Еще фаланга есть. Ага, и гранатомет. Я помню, что тут последнего босса очень просто какой-то вот этой вот с тяжелой артиллерией, короче, бомбануть. За стража. За стража мы его, наверное, так и будем убивать.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one linked to each world.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Elusive Man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the Elusive Man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Так, давайте с Джекобом поговорим. И на этом, наверное, все у нас. На этой палубе будет.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Elusive Man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Так, и все, что ли? То есть он нам совсем чуть-чуть рассказал про Цербера, все? Ну, окей. Как бы так, давайте мы сейчас что-нибудь себе тут прокачаем такое крутое. Я думаю, под словом крутое мы с вами поймем деформацию. Потому что почему бы и нет. Вообще здесь вот как бы поменьше сама по себе прокачка, но при этом как бы вы за всю игру все равно не прокачаетесь до конца. Ну, все вот эти вот навыки, как бы, которые у вас есть здесь, их просто, по-моему, нельзя прокачать за всю игру, потому что там мало заданий очень дается.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Вот, конечно, самих все заданий здесь больше, да, чем в первой части, насколько я помню. Но при этом, как бы, этих самых очков за них меньше дают. Так, ну тут мы можем... Можем себе музыку перестать. О, вот это была крутая. Вот это вот крутая, по-моему. Так. Давайте мы сейчас во что-нибудь переоденемся тут. Такое покруче. А у нас покруче даже нету ничего, да? Если только вот это вот можно. Такой он более-менее... Да, давайте так походим. Все-таки капитан у нас должен отличаться как-то от команды своей. Так, здесь у нас еще достижения всякие. Ну, в общем, как это и в первом было, по идее, Mass Effect. О, Эшли. Так, еще плюс мы здесь почту можем читать, всякое такое. А насчет вот этой вот суицидной миссии, мы, по идее, к ней вообще всю игру будем готовиться. Я ее хочу завершить хорошо. То есть у меня, по идее, никто из экипажа помереть не должен. Я лично так хочу сделать, и это, блин, надо сказать, будет довольно сложно.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Именно как раз таки для этой суицидной миссии нам нужны эти самые очки. Нужны эти самые очки героя, потому что там будет несколько моментов, где нужно будет персонаж между собой мирить, и вот для этого нужно нам максимально вообще героя прокачать, насколько это возможно. Как бы вот такая вот тема. Так, Миранда, как мы с тобой поболтаем тут?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Так, про ресурсы мы, по-моему, спрашивали.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Well, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and... well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Здесь у нас еще доктор Чакос, по идее, должна быть.
Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Master Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Так, СР2. Это да, это у нас название само по себе вот от Нормандия, это СР2. То есть в первой части у нас была по идее... то есть в первой части у нас была СР1, а вот это у нас теперь СР2. Так, доктор Чакос, давайте мы сейчас с вами поговорим.
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Так, найти Бренди.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Кстати, вот у Шепарда появились, как вы понимаете, шрамы. Вот эти вот все вот такие, знаете, видите, то есть, да, такие вот красненькие. И от этого зависит, ну, как бы, этот уровень отступника их как бы более сильно проявляет. То есть, чем вы больше отступника качаете, тем у вас он так покруче выглядит, то есть не так все прям светиться очень круто начинают. Но путь отступника это не наш вариант, поэтому, в общем-то, мы его качать не будем. Логично.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, that weasel Udina backslid on the Reaper Menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
How did you end up with Cerberus, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. They'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
So how did you get an offer to join Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Так, найти модуль АМС. Так, вот это наше ядрышко, так, как можно сказать, это ядро масс-эффекта само по себе. Так, внизу у нас что-нибудь есть? Внизу у нас... Да нету ничего. Ну ладно. Значит, окей, полетели, значит, мы на Омегу. В общем, будем мы там сейчас все... Пока что мы там все будем изучать. То есть основной у нас экшон начнется в следующей части. Скорее всего, я так на это надеюсь. Пока что мы там все посмотрим, все поизучаем. Собственно говоря, все там квесты, скорее всего, такие, но...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
не особо сложное выполним. Так, ну это мы уже все читали, по-моему, да? Сколько я помню. Карта галактики, давай. Погнали, короче, на Омегу. А, она вот здесь у нас, да, прям? Окей. Ой, будь здоров, спасибо. Так, ну, как бы, выбор-то у нас особо невелик. Так, давайте прокачаемся. А так мы тебе притяжение дальше качнем. А тебе мы качнем перегрузку, кстати, да. У меня деформация, значит, будет, а у Миранды перегрузка. Окей, окей. Я думаю, так будет хорошо.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Так, Заид. Так, мы с ним сейчас поговорим. Ох.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. I hear we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus...
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. You should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man.
Batarian... I said, tried to lead me on a chase all over the system.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me.
Not many mercs would take a...
This mission doesn't sound
Извините,
like
конечно,
good
что
business.
иногда буду одно и то же спрашивать.
We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Отправляться на Зорю. Но это у нас уже дополнительные квесты, как понимаете, пошли. То есть эти квесты именно на лояльность. Здесь очень много реально вот квестов на лояльность именно во втором Mass Effect. И как раз таки вот от этой лояльности зависит количество как бы выживших в нашей суицидальной миссии, в самой последней. Поэтому нам их надо все выполнить, вообще все. И чтобы нам под конец...
What a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
В общем-то говоря, нам нужно вот эти вот все квесты выполнить. Плюс еще нам нужно следить за тем, чтобы нас там никто в экипаже не поругался. Ну, конечно, тех, кто может поругаться, я знаю. Поэтому я как бы к этому, в общем-то, очень даже готов.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harry.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way. But I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
И всегда, пожалуйста. Сколько там у нас? У нас кредитов вон 156 тысяч, видите ли. У нас их просто дофига. Так, модули... Это вот это, да, нам надо купить? Как я понимаю. Так, а в жесткое укрепление кожи, подожди, кибернетическое улучшение. Ваш уровень здоровья возрастает на 10%, в кожу цепляются прочные синтетические волокна, значительно снижающие урон большинства видов повреждений. Кроме того, эти волокна служат проводниками панцелина, улучшая эффект от лечения. Так, у нас еще... Ну да, мы по идее здесь сейчас все и потратим. Ладно, давайте мы сейчас пойдем посмотрим еще, что у нас тут есть вообще.
Tell Captain Gabon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gabon. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gabon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Borgia on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gabon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gabon's tricks. We leave.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Does it really matter?
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
К сожалению, да. К сожалению, да. Уже прям трущобы. Самые настоящие трущобы. Вся омега ваша. Так, дверь мы пройти не можем. Вышибала. Здорово.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music.
Так, у нас с героем там чё? Ну вот он, видите, он очень медленно качается, герой. Поэтому, конечно, здесь нам очень сильно DLC как раз эти все помог, потому что DLC — дополнительный контент. И чем этого дополнительного контента больше, тем у нас, соответственно, больше трындежа. А чем больше трындежа, тем у нас больше каких-либо этих очков. Ну, в нашем случае этого героя. Ну понятно. Батарианцы такие батарианцы, никогда не меняются.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Чё у тебя тут есть-то? Так, ну вот это можно купить. Это нам в каюту. Аксессуары всякие будут. Задержка регенерации щита уменьшается на 10. Урон попадает в голову. Ну, под попадание в голову, извините меня. Вот это, кстати, интересно. Модуль взлома. Вполне себе интересно. Так, давайте-ка еще сейчас сюда зайдем.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can, but don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
А что такое скорость штурма, простите меня, что-то я не понимаю слегка. Скорость штурма. Вот это интересно. Так, снайперки мы не используем вообще. А вот это можно купить. Скорость штурма. Интересно. Может, эти штурмовые винтовки имеется в виду? А то просто... может этот... бег наш? Может это скорость штурма? А то я что-то как даже понять не могу, если честно. Никакое такое сравнение даже в голову не лезет. Мне лично. Так, ну и, по-моему, всю Омегу обошли. Хотя бы как бы ее часть какую-то. В следующую часть, наверное, пойдем в загробную жизнь. Нужно будет нам там с Арией поболтать. Хотя здесь что-то есть, ты погоди. Здесь что у нас что-нибудь есть такое, да? Ага. Вау.
Said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Aria's Patriarch. What do you want?
What do you know about Aria?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Aria arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Arya's now.
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
I should be going.
Я даже очко героя не дал. Сейчас у нас тут слегка так. А то, что у нас задание есть, это как-то дело, надо сказать, так, а прекратить это никак нельзя. Да, ну само похоже.
Say something, Commander.
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
Сейчас давайте с ним пойдем поговорим. Чего бы нет. Ну да, как раз у нас задание вышло. И, наверное, после этого закончим серию, потому что что-то мы как-то уже долго довольно гуляем. Мы по Нормандии вообще тоже погуляли, там со всеми познакомились, со всеми поболтали о том, о сём.
Do I know you? No, you humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse for the fortune.
Хорош.
Not taking any chances.
Плюс 40 опыта, еще плюс 5 героя. Замечательно. Так, тут... вот здесь мы как раз-таки уже в эту загробную жизнь пойдем, да? Похоже. Ладно, давайте мы на этом тогда с вами закончим. Войдем все-таки через нее, я думаю, через парадную вход. Через... Войдем мы в эту в загробную жизнь через парадный вход. А на этом всем спасибо. С вами был я, Артем. Подписывайтесь, ставьте большие пальцы вверх, комментируйте, вступайте в группу ВКонтакте, рассказывайте о канале друзьям. Ссылка на группу ВКонтакте и на плейлист данного прохождения есть в описании к этому видео. Всем большое спасибо за то, что это делаете. И всем на этом всем пока.